Ndlondlobala is a Section 21 company initiated by some former educators who are concerned with the current school results of the critical subjects and their impact on the image of our education system. Mr. Tembekwayo brought the team together.
I was inspired by the words of our former president, Nelson Mandela, when he said, "Look at what you can do for your country." Then, as a science teacher, I looked at the shortfalls, specifically, in science. Hence, we decided to come as a team and start a science project.
Many schools, especially in the historically disadvantaged communities, do not have the complete laboratories, and where they exist, there is a challenge of a teacher-to-learner ratio as well as insufficient apparatus.
In as much as they can teach and they have confidence in delivering the matter, but they don't have sufficient time where they have to conduct experiments.
Understanding begins with first understanding the applied aspect of knowledge. And then you move and develop and demonstrate practically, in the eyes of the child and catch the imagination of the child to how the theory arises out of, is a byproduct really of the application.
Understanding the confidence of the educators and their challenges, Ndlondlobala comes in with contributory programs for the interests of both learners and educators.
And my role in the Ndlondlobala affairs is to align the experiments to be in line with the syllabus for the success of the learners and to demystify the negative perception of the science subjects.
The Department of Education is doing its best to furnish schools with the necessary learning materials, but problems never cease to exist.
Much as most of the schools have their own apparatus with their chemicals and everything, Ndlondlobala comes in very handy to be partnering with such schools, as one would find that most of those apparatus are very fragile and they break very easily.
Crime is also one of the serious problems that we have. You find the schools and the laboratories always vandalized. Then Ndlondlobala always comes in handy to help the continuation of learning.
Science is dynamic and continuously changing, with little time that the teachers have to follow up. Ndlondlobala is right at their doorstep with assistance.
There are teachers who are teaching mathematics or teaching chemistry or physics or natural sciences who don't have a proper understanding themselves, because all they did was to memorize the book, memorize the theory. Therefore, they cannot actually convey this in an understandable form to the child.
So Ndlondlobala comes in to just help the teachers boost their confidence so that they can be able to conduct experiments for the learners.
As education is a continuous process, it is therefore important that everyone involved in the learning and teaching gets the opportunity to be skilled in order to overcome any problems that may prevail.
We want to have workshops where we actually even broaden the mind, the outlook of the teacher, and say that let us make this revolutionary transformation in your understanding. Begin with applied, then go to theory, and then the teacher understands it better, then the teacher can convey that to the child so that the child understands it better.
I am personally looking forward to the day where Ndlondlobala will contribute towards the writing of literature that will assist the learners and make their lives easy in understanding, especially the critical subjects.
Ndlondlobala is highly concerned about the future of learning of the critical subjects in this country. We are therefore committing ourselves to give the maximum assistance to our education system for the good of all learners, especially those coming from the historically disadvantaged communities.
It's important that their career path is focused so that when they enter tertiary institutions, they enter with confidence and they're able to choose their career path that will help them in the working situation.
Ndlondlobala is looking forward to help more learners who will acquire better science results, as this will broaden their scope of their career choices.